Sul, vi now Fredische Sims, and when last we left off, Dave and Yvette needed to recover from the house party that they'd hosted, which is pretty standard for a house party in The Sims, as they tend to be very draining on the Sims' needs. Unfortunately, it was a terrible house party, and so their needs were even lower than I'd expected them to be. Out of all of the needs, fun was actually the lowest, which was the most surprising, but that doesn't take very long to improve. None of their needs really take that long to improve, but they did need to go to work to make sure that they weren't fired, and also to earn some money to make up for all the money they lost in buying items and then selling them off later. Like the buffet table. They definitely lost money on that buffet table. Meanwhile, on the other side of the road, Samuel is still fast asleep, unaware that a burglar has tried to come into his home. Well, I imagine he's unaware, because he didn't wake up, that's for sure. Either that, or his mind just went, that's the burglar alarm, I'm sure the police are on that, I'll just keep sleeping. His home is going to be very, very odd to him when he gets up with all of these new items that weren't there before, but he tends to take that in his stride. And when he wakes up, he'll be going to work, and then the day after, he will be going on holiday. We have delayed him going on holiday long enough, and now, with one more day's worth of money, he'll be off on a holiday. And we saw Melisande just very quickly come upstairs to go look at Samuel. Samuel is not yet awake. You're going to have to wait a tiny bit longer. Now he is awake, and it's time for him to go and have some breakfast and deal with his needs like bladder and hygiene. Does he even need to have some fun? Having some fun wouldn't go amiss, and we don't need to get any food for Melisande and Danielle. They seem absolutely fine. They're definitely fine. Lots of fun there and social and energy and hunger. They're wide awake at this early hour in the morning, and it really doesn't take that long for Samuel to get downstairs at all. Which is great. Maybe one day we'll get him a teleporter, which means he'll be able to get downstairs and upstairs even faster. They definitely take up a lot less room as well. We could just put the teleporter in the corner. That's not a bad idea, but they do cost a lot of money. About 7,000. I have something that I want to buy before then that costs 15,000. You're going to prepare some delicious breakfast, and it will indeed be very delicious with your cooking skill of... where is your cooking skill? I'm actually looking at Melisande there and not Samuel. Why can't Melisande cook food? That is because Melisande is a cat. There we go. Cooking of 6. Very impressive, although we would want to improve that even higher. And that is a massive table for one person to be eating at. I'm sure at some point there'll be more people that will eat at that, but right now it's just one. Also, these ceiling lights are really, really good. They provide a lot of room and also a lot of illumination. Look at that room stat. I don't think I've had a room with room that high. Pretty much at maximum. I don't think this room will be at maximum, but this room will be quite close to it. Maybe a few paintings will deal with that. And they're getting on very well indeed. 100, 100, and 98, 98. It's safe to say that they are the best of friends. Unlike Danielle and Samuel, who really don't know each other at all. But that's fine, as long as the cats get on, they can keep each other company. Melisande and Samuel know each other very well at the very least. You're going to eat that food, and now that food is gone, and it's time for you to deal with those two needs and then play the piano for a little bit. You'd unfortunately have to go upstairs if you wanted to learn any cooking, but we might have you do that anyway. After all, it won't take you that long to improve your fun. He is in a brilliant mood as it is, as you can hear. We're just going to let time advance a tiny bit, and then he'll play the piano. He's slowly getting towards that 9th point of creativity. Very slowly. Look at that brilliant mood. When he's downstairs, his mood is pretty much always going to be at 5 if he has all the other needs pretty decent. There we go. Time for you to stop playing that piano and to go and, I think, learn some more cooking. We could also practice think that's soliloquy? Yeah, soliloquy. That is a way to improve charisma. That is something I forgot when I was looking at this, is that this can also be used like a mirror to improve charisma. Not that I need him to improve charisma, or really anything, but improving. Look at that room stat up here. It's also fantastic here, too. I think it'd be even higher if the fireplace was on, but we don't need that on right now. He is halfway to getting another level of cooking. I don't think he will get another level of cooking, but we'll get him that little bit closer. There we go. That's a little bit closer. We're actually nearly there. But it's time for you to go to work. One more time. And if we're lucky, we'll get even more money, although I'm not counting on that. I'm really not counting on getting more money. Getting another 30,000 would be brilliant, but the chance of it happening once is very low. It happening again would be even lower. Alright, you'll be getting rid of those eventually. Not you, the maid will be getting rid of those, but they will be gone. And it's time to advance, as work is done. A lot of really, really difficult work as well. And the cats are up, and one of these bowls is empty, or getting empty, and the other one is also getting empty. We'll have to fill those up as one of the first things that we do. And indeed, no 30,000 simoleons was given to us freely. It's time for us to, hello, Melisande is coming over to say hi. We'll interact with Melisande anyway. Let's just, play with Melisande here, and then we'll go and fill those bowls up with food. Where is Danielle? Danielle is currently using that, which is fine. Getting two of them was a really good idea. Also, your social is very high, and your social is very high as well. When these two cats know each other very well, they'll just interact very favourably, and that will pretty much deal with all of the social worries. There we go. Time to go and fill those bowls up, and there really isn't that much more you can do today. You could go and study some more cooking, though. That's actually a really good idea. Do that and then study some more of that. Maybe you'll get that 7th level. If you get 10 levels of cooking, you're pretty much fantastic, and you can make delicious meals even with not great appliances. I've never tried 10 cooking with the rubbish microwave and the worst fridge, but I'm sure you could make some decent food even with that. Look, I have 1 egg, a tiny piece of lettuce, and 4 crisps. I will make a gourmet meal out of this. And then a gourmet meal was had, and it was the greatest meal ever. It probably was not the greatest meal ever. And up the stairs he goes. Time to go and read a book. There we go. The light up here isn't actually as good as the light downstairs, but that's alright. Maybe we could get another of the ceiling fans. Or maybe a 4th ceiling fan. But either way, we're just going to read and do some learning. Learn how to cook even better. Ah, so that's what the spoon is for, he thought to himself as he turned to page 2. It is always the same book. I imagine it's sort of separated out into different sections. It's like, this is for when you have no cooking. This is for when you have 1 cooking. I imagine the no cooking part is, this is what fire looks like. Try not to make your food be doused in fire. If there is a fire, you need to do this to make sure that everything doesn't burn down. I think he might actually get that level of cooking. He only needs to read a tiny bit more. And the answer is, he is a master chef in the making. He now has 7 levels of cooking. That is brilliant. And he does have a fair amount of mechanical as well. At some point I should probably work on that too. But it's time for him to sleep, because he's going to be going on a holiday very soon. A much-needed holiday. And hopefully nobody else is going to try and burgle his home, or a skunk appear, or anything else that wouldn't be very good. Time is going to advance, and Melisande and Danielle are indeed awake, and you're going to be awake very soon as well. You are in fact awake right now. Time for you to get up and have a meal, I think. Yep, 1 meal there, and this, and that, and then this. And then you're going to be going on holiday. Having the bathroom be 1 bit wider is so much better, because it means there's that much more room in here. Maybe at some point I'll put a bath in here as well. Maybe I could put the sink over there and move the toilet around, and then I could have a bath. But not right now. Maybe later. Time for you to have an absolutely delicious meal that will be even better now you have a 7th level of cooking. It's going to be that much more awesome. Also, any of these obstructing? Nope, you can't actually obstruct any of the windows exactly, because these windows are opaque in appearance even though they aren't opaque. I think we need a few more of these upstairs, but that'll happen later. The holiday is what will happen very soon. We need to make sure that we go to work or don't go to work rather, in such a way that it happens after we go on holiday. Like, we don't go to work and then we have a holiday. Because if we go on holiday before we go to work, and then we go to work in a really bad mood, then there may be a minor issue in that, they're interacting with each other, that's fine, and we'll just deal with these needs. There may be the problem that we come back from the holiday in a bad mood, then we immediately go to work, and then there's the risk that we might get demoted. The one thing we do not want, because we only have 2 family friends, and that would be Hector and Cameron Towney. Apparently Yvette is no longer our family friend. Does that mean that Yvette and Dave have no family friends at all now? Not that they need family friends, but having at least one wouldn't be so bad. Just take care of these here. Yep, the carpool is about to arrive. We are not going to be going to work, that's for sure. We have other things we need to do, like we're going to be going on holiday, and you did make a bit of a mess there. You should probably take care of that. I know the maid is going to take care of that, but you might as well take care of it. There we go. Time for you to not go to work. We have important things that we need to do. It's called rest and relaxation. It is long, long overdue. Time for you to play the piano a tiny bit, and we're pretty much done. Think it's time to go on holiday now. We're going to call a cab and go on vacation. It costs 500 simoleons just to go on vacation, but it will be worth it. Alright, time to pick up that phone and call a cab. And pack your bags. You're going to need to bring quite a lot of things with you. Do you want to go on holiday? The answer is that you do. Thank you for calling Vacation Island Tours. Would you like to take advantage of our current island getaway package? We would indeed. The taxi will be here rather soon, and so we're just going to wait outside. And just like going downtown, the lot that you're on will save, so that when you come back it's pretty much exactly the same. Time does not pass correctly when you're on holiday. You'll have this sort of pocket of time where you'll have entertainment and relaxation, and then you'll come back and things will be exactly as they were. And it's time to go on holiday. Going on vacation will save the house in its current condition and prevent you from returning until the vacation is over. Are you sure you want to leave the house? We do. Let us go on holiday. Excellent. And it's time to go. But it's not just us that's going. Melisande and Danielle are also going on holiday. For the pets, also go with you. The big pets, that is, the dogs and cats. Goldfish do not go with you. And so, I think it is time to go now. Or is it time to go? Do we need to wait? No, we don't need to wait for the maid to leave. There are many places we can go, but there is one that I have designed myself, and that is here. 45 Lagoon Moon Road, Spunty Manor. Previously the historic holiday home of King Spunty of Spuntytopia, his descendant Spunty has converted it into a crazy golf resort to help pay for his latest obsession, garden gnomes. Come visit the commercialization of your ancient heritage today. And that seems like the perfect place to go. Let's go, shall we? We take a cruise ship over to Holiday Island, where we're going to check in pretty much immediately. You spend 500 simoleons just getting here, and then you have to spend money for every day that you want to be here. The main thing that differentiates this from downtown and a community lot is that you can actually save here. Saving here is important because you can be here multiple days. We could ask about many things here, but we're not going to. We're just going to go, oh, you're going to speak to us anyway. Hello, how are you? Welcome to Vacation Island. If you plan on spending several days here, you might want to check in at a hotel front desk, or rough it by renting a tent. there are no tents here. Just ask me if you have any questions. Enjoy your stay, and remember, Sims that have fun together win special awards together. We're not worried about winning special awards. All we're worried about is going and checking in. We will check in for 40 simoleons. It is very reasonable. There are a lot of things here, like there is also, and off you go immediately to go and have some food. Good plan, I think. Hopefully those fill up, because I've never actually gone on holiday with a pet before. You're going to sign in the book there, Samuel, and it's time for you to have fun. Thanks for choosing to stay with us. We value your patronage and hope you enjoy our award-winning service. Please be courteous and check out promptly in the morning. Don't worry, we will. And now we can pretty much do anything that we like. And Danielle and Melisande are going to have fun here. But Samuel, you are under strict orders to have a lot of fun. You're going to go and rent a bow and arrow. You know what? Why not? Rent a bow and arrow. And there is Archie Archer there, having a fun time. We're going to rent some things so that we can go and have some fun. Excellent. Thank you very much, Zach. We'll definitely have fun with these. Time for us to practice our archery and see if we're any good. That bow is bright yellow. I don't think that's a historically accurate bow. Are you any good at this? The answer is... Are you? Let's see. You aren't too bad. You aren't too bad at all. Good shot, eh? It's actually in the blue as opposed to in the black or the white, or as it would be for me, in the wall. Try again. This is generally what you can do on holidays. There are various different kinds. You can go on a beach holiday, you can go on a snow holiday, or you can go on a countryside holiday, like Samuel is right now. And there are people here that are only here, like Courtney and other people like Amber and Tari. You actually meet particular holiday Sims that you won't meet while you're anywhere else. And you're having a conversation, apparently. You're interacting with people. That's a good thing indeed. Do they appear here? I'm not sure they do. Let's have a look. Do they appear here? They do indeed. There is Amber Clark. And so these are people that we now will get to know. You're not too bad at that, Samuel. But you could most certainly be better. Normally I build a very relaxed place to have a vacation, a country estate, so that people can just unwind and there isn't any large commotion or anything. What are you looking at? We may never know what you're looking at, Zach. Are you spying on my archery? My archery is pretty awesome, I'll have you know. It's very awesome. And you two are just having a fantastic time. There is more than enough food and places for you to run around. You can't sleep anywhere until you actually check in. So it's a good idea to check in as soon as you arrive, and we're not going to have you do that right now. We're going to have you talk to you. Let's have a conversation with you, shall we? Hello? Are you well? We might as well get to know the people that are around here. We're going to have a quick conversation, and you're probably not going to want to talk to us at all. Actually, we do share a few things in common here. A few things in common. Well, one thing in common. But do you have parties in common? That is the important thing. A very important thing. We'll find out when the conversation does shift over there. This is Angelica Clark, of the same family as the people that we've been talking to before. It tends to be couples and families that go on holiday rather than individuals. There is also a chessboard, but you cannot study anything here. You can't improve your, actually, you can ask about things. What are you into? How's work? Let's ask how work is. You can't study cooking, mechanical, or charisma, or logic, or anything. How is work? Is work okay? She doesn't seem that interested in asking about that question. I currently work as a software CEO. What do you currently work as? What does she work as? We'll find out. The answer is... she works in law enforcement. Fair enough. That is quite a well-paying career. There is also a buffet table, and it's pretty much always full. Always full, and more importantly... I put a bar in here, so that you can always get a drink, and I think maybe Samuel deserves a drink. he's made it all this way to being a software CEO. I think it's time for you to enjoy the fruits of your labor a tiny bit. There are lots of trees here and nature and beautiful surroundings. But most importantly, we're in a historic site indeed. The castle of King Spunty of Spuntytopia. It does cost 25 simoleons to eat food, but generally this place is pretty good value. You're generally here to relax and enjoy things. You can go on holiday and it's a very expensive way to improve your needs very quickly, that's for sure. You could go on holiday, spend a few days there, come back pretty much immediately, and then you'll be in the greatest mood ever. But ultimately you can't earn money here as far as I know, so you'll just end up getting progressively poorer. But hey, holidays are all about experiencing things, and all about watching Archie Archer dance the day away. You are not that great at dancing, I have to say that. But you are trying, and that's all that matters. I think it's time for you to go and use, I think you'll go and use that one, because this seems to be the room that, Melisande and Danielle are using. There are plenty of beds. I put one outside, and, one in the rooms downstairs. I didn't put any upstairs, because, when I was designing the place, I didn't know that the, cats and dogs were able to, go upstairs. I think somebody does come and fill these up, so that's not so bad. Are you going to play darts? I think you're going to play darts. There is a dartboard, and nothing bad happens here. There aren't any burglars, or there isn't El Bandito. El Bandito did not go on a cruise ship just to chase us down, and that one ended up in the wall. I'm pretty sure King Spunty would be very disappointed to see that that ended up in a wall. But when we come back, folks, we're going to continue enjoying our holiday, and unwinding, relaxing, and generally having fun. Also, there is something very important here, and that is that you can drink some tea. We have a tea set here. But, we'll enjoy our holiday some more, and interact with Danielle and Melisande, and, generally, fun will be had. Also, I'm not sure there's anything for cats to do that's particularly fun here, but I'm sure that they'll manage just fine. Time for you to go and get some sleep, and cats and dogs can always... Are you just going to have a read? You know what? You don't have to go to work. Why even go to bed early? Just have a read and enjoy your time here. That's right, Samuel. Relax and unwind. It's something you really don't do that often, but why don't you do it now, eh? Don't think about work. Work is not here. You left your phone at home, after all. And so, when we come back, folks, we'll continue to enjoy our holiday. A much-deserved holiday. And I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.